Am I the a-hole for not being happy that my sister is pregnant again? My sister got knocked up by her boyfriend right out of high school, got married the next year, then proceeded to pop out another baby every year or two. So she has 4 now at 24. She's a stay-at-home mom even though she was brilliant and could have gotten a free ride to a great university. Since hers are the only grandkids, our parents fawn over her like she's the next coming of Christ. They gush over every new tooth or haircut, like it's some huge achievement. Problem is, her husband's business wasn't even great even before COVID, and it's barely limping along now. Sister doesn't work, and my parents have limited income. So guess who's constantly being told to lend them money for stuff like school fees, car seat, car payment, new stroller, etc. They don't even ask. My mom just texts me, your sister needs X dollars for the kids, and I'm supposed to cough up. If I complain, they accuse me of being jealous because I don't have a husband and family even though I'm older. I'm only 26. So over Easter, I notice my sister isn't drinking and I think, oh God, here we go again. Sure enough, she stands up and announces that she's been inseminated with yet another precious miracle. Everyone's gushing, and I just try to stay quiet and out of the way. Later, she asks me if everything's alright, and I try to play it off. But she pushes, so I ask her if she and her husband could really afford another baby. She very snippily replies, God will provide like he has so far, which really pissed me off. I yelled that, no, actually God did not provide for her babies. I did, and I wasn't going to give them any more handouts. It devolved into a big argument with everyone shouting at me, and basically I've been banned from my family unless I apologize. I haven't apologized. It's been radio silence except for one text from my mom saying that if my sister miscarries, it's my fault for stressing her out. I ask if my sister was showing any symptoms, but no one will answer or tell me. I don't know. I don't think I'm the a-hole, but I don't want to be the reason she miscarries. Also, I think I might be the a-hole because secretly I think it would be better if she did, even though I wouldn't say that to her. Now for the top comments. Not the a-hole, and the next time your mom says, oh, your sister needs money and you need to give it to them, just say, no, sister said God will provide, so I'm giving him a turn. That and or, sorry, banned from family. Guess it's up to you. Also, stress doesn't cause miscarriages. Opie should remind mom of that anytime a text like that comes in. If stress caused miscarriage, there's never be high school teen moms. Because nobody's getting pregnant at around 18 and not stressed AF about it. And there will probably be no moms in general. All the pregnant women I've ever known have been stressed to some degree during pregnancy. Even the ones with easy planned pregnancies. Edit. Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic, and the NHS all disagree with stress causing miscarriages as well, except in extreme and complicated circumstances, where it is sometimes a factor, but not when an argument is going to cause. Not the a-hole. They did you a favor by cutting you off. You owe them nothing. Don't give them anything. Basically, I've been banned from family unless I apologize. Trash took itself out. Opie, think of all the things you'll be able to save for instead of funding your sister's inability to understand birth control. Not the a-hole. Not the a-hole. You are not an AH nor an ADM. You don't owe anyone an apology. But if you want to keep the peace, you could say something like, I am sorry that I didn't react well to your news. It is your decision how to grow your family and live your life. And if you are happy, then I am happy for you. But I want to make sure that you understand that I can no longer provide you with financial support. I feel like you have been taking advantage of my generosity. If the only way to get your forgiveness or to have a place in this family is to pay for it by supporting your children financially, then I guess we all need to take some time apart. Next story. Am I the a-hole for not helping my pregnant roommate with everything? I live in the dorms and got a new roommate this semester because my old one went home. I had never met her before she moved in. She's currently 6 months pregnant and wants me to do more for her than I want to. We aren't friends, but because we share a room, she says I should support her more. After she moved in, I noticed the food from my little fridge that I brought from home kept going missing. I confronted her, and she admitted she ate it but said it wasn't her fault because she was hungry. I got a lock for the fridge, and she's been really cold ever since. Then she got mad because I had a bad day one day last week, so my boyfriend came over. During the hours we can have visitors in the dorms, to watch TV, and he gave me a back rub over my clothes, and she kept talking loudly about how she needs a massage. After he left, she tried to tell me I needed to give her a massage and rub her feet because she's hurting, but I refused because we aren't close enough for me to want to touch her. Then she tried to tell me I can't have him over, but I don't see why she gets to set the rules. Then over the weekend, she wanted me to get food for her when I was studying, and was mad when I told her to DoorDash or something. Last night, she woke me up because she was having food cravings and wanted me to drive to the store. The only one open at that hour is about 30 minutes away. I refused, and she's been complaining all day about how I'm a witch for not supporting her. Am I the a-hole for not doing stuff for her? So much not a-hole. Can you talk to the housing department at school and see if you can get a room change? She's using pregnancy as an excuse to be extra needy. Something tells me she's needy even when not pregnant. I wish I had a magic answer for you. Good luck. I'm currently pregnant, and Opie's roommate is the type of pregnant woman I loathe, and why some stereotypes exist. Believe it or not, other people should not be expected to drop everything in their lives to accommodate pregnant women. If you want to give up your seat in the bus, that's actually nice. But to get your food eaten or be demanded to go get food for her cravings? Nah, get the heck out of here. Especially people in Opie's position. Opie isn't a father. Opie isn't even a friend. Roommate needs a reality check for when baby is born. Not a-hole, but roommate is. She got herself pregnant, and now she can take care of herself. You're not friends, but basically strangers who shared a room. You owe her nothing. Her demands are ridiculous, and she's using her pregnancy as an excuse for everything. If you have an RA, I talk to them about her rules, demands, and inconveniences. It is above and beyond what a dorm roommate should have to survive. We already talked to the RA. We had a meeting and tried to set boundaries. She wanted no guests, no locks on the fridge, no coming in late, me doing all the cleaning and I help her with more stuff. I wanted no taking my food, no getting up and turning the light on when I'm asleep. She does this all the time and it wakes me up. Shared cleaning and to be left alone. The RA told her to stop taking my food and that I can keep the lock on the fridge, but we didn't come up to an agreement on any rules. Go above that, RA. Her demands are absolutely absurd, pregnant or not. This isn't couples counseling. The only one I would potentially consider is not coming in late, as some people are light sleepers who need rest or they'll be a nightmare. I'm speaking from experience, of myself, lol. But the rest are literally laughable. I bet the RA doesn't want to deal with it. Andrew feels bad because she's pregnant, but that's not really your problem. Not stay home. Her pregnancy is her choice, and she's acting like you impregnated her. Nope. Not your circus, not your monkeys. And the best thing to do is set clear boundaries and don't compromise them. She's expecting you to be a replacement baby daddy, OP. It's ridiculously inappropriate. She doesn't need to be living in a dorm. She needs to go live with her parents, friends, siblings, or someone who actually has a stake in her life. Am I the a-hole for pretending not to recognize my sister? I have not been in contact with my family for years. I cut them off when I was pregnant with my third, but our relationship has been rocky since I was like 20. The main reason is the way they treated my kids. I can handle it when it's me, but not when it comes to my babies. They're all under 10 right now too. Anyways, I'm pregnant again and, well, it's another boy. He's my fourth, and probably my last, lol. And wasn't planned at all, but he's almost here, so yeah. I haven't told my family because I see no reason to. They're just going to ridicule me for having another boy. Or they're going to accuse me of stealing another kid because a doctor once told me I'm infertile. Well, even though I live very far away from my parents, I saw my sister at a grocery store. Her hair was dyed lighter and her style was different, but she looked exactly the same. I panicked and began walking away, but she saw me and immediately ran up to me. Rough breakdown of what happened. OMG, are you pregnant again? Do I know you? Girl, don't play with me right now. Leave me alone, please. Is it another boy? Do mom and dad know? She kept following me around despite the fact that I ignored all her questions. I thought I'd finally get peace once I got to my car, but no. She was still right behind me, and that's when I screamed at her, saying, "If you keep following me around, I will call the police." I called her a creep as well. A woman came up to us and asked me if I was okay/needed help, and at this point my sister stormed off after calling me a witch. I thanked the lady and went on with my day. Well, not even an hour later, I got a DM on Instagram from my sister calling me a witch and an a-hole for embarrassing/humiliating her. She said that she was really happy to see me after years and didn't mean any harm. I asked her if mom knows about my pregnancy, and she said she told her, and I was like, well, that's exactly why I don't want to talk to you. I blocked her, but I don't know. I feel bad. Like, I don't think I'm the a-hole necessarily, but my friends say I'm being really harsh. And I should apologize because acting like she was a creep was childish and immature. My sister probably still thinks I'm the a-hole because a mutual friend said she made a post about me on Instagram, and more people think I'm the wrong apparently. Am I the a-hole? I'm almost 33 weeks pregnant, by the way. The final straw was when my parents offered to babysit my eldest too, while me and my husband were dealing with an emergency. Only to find out that they made some 14-year-old girl we have never met before take care of them while they left to go to a party. My sister, this one, also used to make my kids cry because she thought it was funny. Hopefully this gives more perspective. Also, I know saying "do I know you" wasn't going to work, but I thought she'd get the hint. I was also panicking and not thinking straight, but I understand that is childish and I'm not denying it. Now for the comments. Not the a-hole. She proved your points when she asked if it was another boy than telling your parents. Don't feel guilty. She hasn't changed. To hell with apologizing to terrible people. Not the a-hole. Toxic is as toxic does. Not the a-hole. Just ignore them and move on with your life. Congrats on a fourth. Hope your pregnancy is going well. The last thing you need is any kind of stress and negativity. Not the a-hole. But also, what is their issue with you having boys? Freaking weird. I don't know either. But my aunt has said something about them being jealous because they only had girls. I'm the oldest of 3. You're better off without them. Not the a-hole. You're not required to keep in contact with people that treat you horribly. She should have taken the hint that you didn't want anything to do with her when you acted like you didn't know her, instead of following you around into your damn car. It is creepy to follow someone to their car trying to get them to talk to you. Whether you know them or not is irrelevant. You don't do that crap. She had no right to share your pregnancy. There's a reason they didn't know, just like there's a reason you don't have contact with them. Block them all and tell them to buzz off if you see them again. Last story. Am I the a-hole for kicking my girlfriend out after an argument? So adoption is pretty common in my family. I probably have more adopted cousins than biological ones, though I can't say for sure since it really doesn't matter in my family. My 22 male younger brother, 15 male, was adopted by my parents when he was 7. Our dads were close and he used to come around a lot. His parents split when he was about 5 due to his mom's substance problem, and she ended up in jail a few months later because of it. His dad then passed due to medical issues when he was 7, and my parents took him in because he would have gone into the system. So he's lived with us since I was 14, and I do see him as my little brother, and we are family. His bio mom is still around but isn't allowed to see him. The problem comes in with my girlfriend. We have been together for 2 years and we've met each other's families, and we have gotten in great with them. About a month ago, she came to me complaining about how her sister is adopting, saying it was cheating, especially since she doesn't have any fertility issues. I told her that it doesn't matter if the kid is adopted or not, and that my brother is adopted. She didn't say anything else to me about it after that. However, she has stopped calling my brother. She just calls him by his name. Yesterday, she and her friend, who is also my friend and introduced us, was talking about she's so happy that my parents will be her in-laws. He agreed and said that my parents and my brother would make great in-laws. She then corrected him and told him that my brother wouldn't be her in-law since he's adopted. He had no idea how to respond and ended up telling me about it. This caused an argument between us, with me saying my brother is my brother, and her insisting that he isn't and that there is a difference. She told me to sleep somewhere else that night. I told her no. This is my home too, and if she has the issue, she should sleep somewhere else. This caused her to scream at me, calling me manipulative and abusive before leaving to sleep at her parents'. Her dad, who I really get along with, has asked to speak with me, and I've gotten some aggressive messages from some other members of her family. I didn't think I was in the wrong, but with so many people upset with me, I think I might be. I brought it up, so maybe I should have left. So am I the a-hole? Not a-hole. I don't see this relationship surviving this. She doesn't see adoption as being a viable path into a family. The comment about cheating because her sister can give birth to a biological child but doesn't want to? Frankly, I think your girlfriend is a huge a-hole. Family's family. Doesn't have to be connected by blood. Family is who you choose. Opie, this woman has shown you who she is. Believe her. I would end things. Yes, to think she's already opening up talks about having Opie's parents as in-laws. Now, imagine being family with someone whose notion of family is that warped. Also, not a-hole, but you will be if you carry on with being someone who doesn't consider your younger brother your brother, just because you don't share the same DNA. Oh, she is a massive a-hole. Not a-hole, and genuinely, it's so over-repeated in the sub. But you need to reevaluate this relationship, since it seems you fundamentally can't respect a huge aspect of your family. Yeah, I agree. Because this isn't some stupid problem like, I made myself a bowl of cereal and she took it, so I called her an a-hole. Was I in the wrong and should we break up? This is, my girlfriend doesn't like adoption. And now after finding out my brother is adopted is treating him differently. After I found out and confronted her, she screamed at me, calling me abusive and manipulative. Not the a-hole. She's bigoted. And you didn't kick her out. She failed to kick you out, then went screaming and stomping to cry to her parents. I'm not going to say straight out breakup, because I don't know you nor your relationship, but this is a major character flaw, and something you should seriously evaluate before moving forward with a relationship. She will never accept over half of your family, and will make sure that everyone else around her knows her feelings in the matter. Plus, she will paint you as a bad person after every disagreement, seeing as she had no issue accusing you of pretty horrific crap. And few things are as difficult to repair as a reputation, especially after that sort of accusations.